Everyone's a suspect in the Fairbanks Light Opera Theater's latest production based on a classic board game. Mike Fussell will clue you in on the fun in this week's Interiortainment.
Professor Plum, Colonel Mustard, and Mrs. Peacock, they're just a handful of the characters who all have cold-blooded intentions to do away with Mr. Body. Clue the Musical, based on the game that may have had you casting suspicion on your childhood friends, is coming to life for the next 2 weekends at the Salisbury Theater. Your goal? Figure out who done it.
We're basically playing a game, so the audience has game cards and they can play. And I am like a narrator host, kind of, to everyone. And I give these clues throughout the night.
Just like the Parker Brothers board game, there's a chance no two performances will be alike. After the room, weapon, and killer are drawn, the audience plays along with a clue card, and actors must adapt to the evolving show.
It affects me probably the most, because I give the clues to the audience. I think the most I have is like 5 options of what I'll say, depending on who is, like in a little monologue. So it's pretty challenging for me.
There are 216 possible outcomes, all tied to different songs and scenes. Sometimes an actor doesn't even know they've committed the crime until halfway through the performance. Director Mary Catherine Maroney says those on stage are preparing for that challenge.
A lot of them actually play backstage. They play Clue every night, and they go off of listening to what he says as to who the murderer is, what the weapon is, and what the room is, because it affects what their character does next, as well as they just are interested in what's going to happen.
The music, directed by Alicia Willard, spans different styles, but ultimately sticks to the campy, lighthearted nature of the script. But even with singing and dancing, solving the mystery can still be chilling.
You're watching these people who very quickly go from being very engaged, as you and I are, to completely like this. And the change of energy, the change of expression, the deadpan, it wakes you up because you realize that throughout all of it, this body character is manipulating them and controlling them and playing the game.
So whether it's with a rope, revolver, or a candlestick, in the billiard room or the lounge, there's no question that everyone has the motive to entertain and Clue the Musical. Reporting from the Salisbury Theater, I'm Mike Fussell.
That's Interiortainment, brought to you by Midnight Sun Family Medicine.
I want to go see that. I want to find out who did it.
All right, but if you go, you won't know who did it. You won't have a clue.
I won't, but they'll provide the clues.
That's true.